Very ominous start for Team USA, it's fair to say. 2-0 they trail already, and they're calling on the hatchet man to try and stop the rot. The battle of the left-handers, Jay. One young, one with bags of experience.
Let's wait for a moment, lads. Wait for a moment.
Interested to see how this 20-year-old Josh Filler comes out playing in the Mosconi Cup. If he'll feel the pressure at all. He is the youngest player ever to play in the Mosconi Cup. He's been pretty much of a sensation this year, though. He won the China Open with a great field.
I like
Yeah, I think because Dennis hit the side cushion.
it didn't hit that.
Yeah, Nigel's just telling him because of the lag. Hit the side cushion. I don't know if that, well, I guess it doesn't really matter. He's getting his break cue, but I saw Nigel pointing to the side cushion. You see it here again.
He hits the point. He hits the point and then the side rail.
Yeah, if it's the rail, he loses the back. Sorry, hit the rail. Okay, yeah, hit the rail.
Yeah, he did lose the break. He definitely did lose the break because it contacted the side cushion, and I guess in rules of the lag, Jay, that doesn't count.
Well, you won't find a better referee than Nigel Reese, I'll tell you that.
So Joshua Filler breaks rack number one.
He's going to scratch.
Oh, shot.
Well, maybe giving the breakaway wasn't such a bad thing, Dennis. Ball in hand, bringing Hatch to the table.
Can he take advantage of it? Boy, USA needs to win this match awful bad. They don't want to fall down 3-0, that's for sure. Players of this caliber, starting with an open rack, ball in hand, all the balls spread out, it should be favored to run out. He's having trouble finding a place where he wants to put the cue ball, though. This is a key shot, just getting shape from the 1 to the 2. He couldn't have hit it any better.
Yeah, he can be an emotional leader.
Well, if he's going to lead, he's going to have to lead by winning this match.
Well, the time is right for him, Jay. Dennis loves situations like this.
He hasn't played the Mosconi Cup in 4 years. He played in 2013. That was a losing year. He did play his first time in 2009. They won. That was the last time USA won 8 years ago. And Dennis was the MVP that year.
I know one thing, Josh Filler looking at Dennis and looking at Josh. Josh is quite happy this isn't full body contact.
The first rack in the match is always, the first rack and the last match are the toughest racks. Fell short. He fell short.
Yeah, I've noticed the table looks to be running a little slower than what I'm accustomed to seeing from a match table.
I think he's got to bank this ball.
Stench and cold.
Yeah, that was a poor effort from Dennis.
That was a relatively easy shot, just a very routine 2-rail position shot, and he fell short.
More times than not, Jay, what I've seen, though, is when the players are running out of position, it isn't because they've overrun it. They've underhit it. How about that for recovery? What a shot from Dennis there.
Boy, what a great cut shot that was. And with perfect speed to get on the 8. And he looks good in this rack.
Dennis Hatch in a determined and ruthless mood. He takes the opener. More to come after the break. Las Vegas provides the perfect backdrop for the Mosconi Cup. It's the 24th staging and Europe have stormed out of the blocks, taking the opening 2 points. But Dennis Hatch is fighting back. He's taken the opening rack in his singles match against Joshua Filler. Hatch to break in the second.
Can Dennis put Team USA on the board?
One ball and the wing ball straight in, and it looks like, well, the 6 might just be blocking the pocket for the path that the 2 would take into that corner. Very close. Dennis will have a good look at it as we see once more the break that affords this opportunity for him.
It doesn't look like the 2 will pass the 6, Jimmy, excuse me. Tricky little safety he's got. Is he shooting at this ball? It couldn't be even a half a pocket.
Just feathered the 6, Jay. Just touched it enough to keep it out. It was obviously tight.
He was fortunate not to leave the 2 in front of the pocket, but Joshua's got a good safety here. Probably going to come off the 2, hit the 6 ball with the cue ball, I would think. Let's see. No, he's going the other way. Nice control there by Josh Filler. Look what he did with that cue ball.
Yeah, seems pretty content with that effort. And this is no easy hit for Dennis Hatch.
Yeah, he put Dennis in jail here.
Okay. Extension called.
Yeah, if Dennis could tie something up, it might be to his advantage, but that doesn't look easy either.
Looks like he's got a kick off the end rail, and anytime you're doing that, you lose a lot of control of the cue ball. Oh, you're right. He's just going to try to tie something up.
I'll shot.
The 6 and the 8.
Yeah, he didn't do it. It wasn't easy, Jay. I mean, that's just how tough the hit was.
Start the clock, please.
Well, the only good thing about this setup is, as you can see, the 6 is on one end, the 7 on the other end, and then back down for the 8. So if Joshua gets to those balls, which he should, he's going to have to go up and down table twice.
A lot of traveling for the cue ball.
This guy is the newest European sensation.
Well, he doesn't want to be straight on this. He's not.
He's got just a small angle, which is all he really needs. These rails play a little bit short, I noticed, kind of like the diamonds. Excellent table here. This is perfect. This is perfect. Wow, he got straight on this one. That's the only thing that could have gone wrong. He may just have to draw back and shoot the 9 up in the end. Yeah, like that. A lot harder shot this way.
Extension called.
Because he's shooting, the cue ball's right on the rail. Yeah, he's taking a deep breath. Pretty straight in. Just wants to roll this in. Looks good.
Yeah, the arms went up right away. Good confidence shot, that one from Joshua Filler. And a good safety, laying the foundation for the winning rack visit there. 1-1 the score. Race to 5, and again to remind you, it's already 2-0. Europe has won the first 2 matches.
Nice long shot.
Yeah, stay dead still, Jay. That's always a recipe for success, really. You know, you just try and deliver that cue right through the cue ball on its intended path. Stay still, keep your eyes on the ball, much like on the tee shot in golf. Usually equates to success.
You're up to break 1-1.
And he's won the break back as well. Momentum back on Europe's side.
Ball down. No shot on the one. The one's married up there with the 6 ball. But he will get to shoot.
Well, he used the 6 to keep the 1 ball there, and thereby using the 7 as a blocker.
Looks like Dennis can come across the top of the one. He'd like to hide the cue ball, but he didn't.
Yeah, half a chance here for Joshua Filler.
Shooting the one on the side. Got a little distance on this 2 ball, but he's got a good angle. He'll cut the 2 ball in that lower corner and go around the 3.
Yeah, we're going to look at it. We're interested in it, yeah. Okay.
Looks good.
You know, I think we've seen time and time again when Europe keeps sending these rookies out. You know, you think back to the likes of Albin Ocean. You know, you just wonder what they feed them in Europe, because they're tremendous players.
He's got a little bit of a sharper angle than he'd like on the 5, but he can come across table and play position in this for the 6 in the upper left corner. This is just a matter of good speed control. He's got to hit this with a nice delicate touch, kind of like that. Boy, he almost went too far.
Just stopped in time, I think, Jay.
This is a game of minute fractions of an inch.
Yeah, Dennis is shaking his head. That tells me he's okay.
That'll work.
Benefiting from playing on the European Tour is Joshua Filler. Gained enough points to secure a spot on the vaunted European team.
He's got the right angle to come from the 8 down to the 9 and take a 2-1 lead in this match. That's perfect.
Rock solid. From start to finish. This 20-year-old from Germany is the full deal. And Dennis knows it. 2-1 in favor of Europe. Match number 3, day 1 here at the Mosconi Cup.
Dennis will be breaking next.
So many good players over the years have come from Germany. Oliver Ortman, Thomas Engert, Torsten Homan, and obviously his teammate here in this year's Mosconi Cup, Ralph Souquet. You wonder who he really tried to emulate and pattern his game after. Only 20 years of age. And he is definitely a killer.
He's credited with Ralph with having a lot of effect on his game.
One rack to 2.
A lot of inspiration for him. Hall of Famer Ralph Souquet. He needs a good break here. Looks good. It looks good.
Yeah, I think Dennis will take this. I believe this one passes. He's got an angle to get the cue ball near that 3. That'll be the next target ball.
It's a little tight on the 6 again, but I think he's got room to make it. Roll up above the 3 ball, shoot the 3 in the same pocket. No, he hit the bottom of the 3, but fortunately he's got it pretty straight in the corner. He can roll forward for the 4 ball next.
Originally from Buffalo, he's making his home in Chicago now. And he was living in Las Vegas here for a while.
What he's thinking about is, how do I get on that 6 ball? That's the key ball for him this rack. This is the 4 and that's the 5. He does not want to get hooked behind the 8 or the 7. There's a window between those 2 balls that he needs to get in with the cue ball. Got to be careful not fall short here, because the ball is not rolling as far as they think. Did he get there?
Yeah.
I guess he just did.
I think he's all right, just all right, Jay.
Extension called.
Well, he's straight in on the 6, so he's going to have to draw straight back and not bump into the 8 ball. This became a tricky position shot because the cue ball fell about 6 inches short of where he wanted it. Dennis has got to execute a good shot here. He couldn't see the whole ball, Jimmy. He couldn't see the whole ball.
Well, he sure didn't appear to be shaking his head as he was walking around and looking at it. Quite possibly, Jay, that was the only way he could get the cue ball out for the 7.
Boy, he came with a big shot there.
That surprised everybody.
Boy, he's crushing those balls now. He kind of overhit that one a little bit. He didn't need to get all the way down here. He might be forced to draw this ball too. He hasn't made it easy on himself this rack. See that? He can tie the match up right here. Not sure what he said to the referee. There you go.
Big time visit, that one from Dennis Hatch. Desperately needed. Captain Johan coming down, keeping his emotional leader on course. 2-2.
USA needs this match bad. They do not want to fall behind 3-0 on day 1.
A tough way to make your debut in the Mosconi Cup, but Joshua Filler is holding his own against the vastly experienced Dennis Hatch. More to come after the break. American Dennis Hatch determined to fight for his country. He's just leveled the score in this singles match with German Joshua Filler. The young German from Team Europe making his debut and briefly held the lead, but it's all level now in this race to 5. This is now the 5th rack with Filler to break.
You know, Jimmy, by now the players should know the cue ball is falling short on position. They've got to make it roll a little bit further. The mistakes we've seen is when position,
Thank you, rack 5.
they got short and got hooked,
You're up to break.
just like
2-2.
Dennis did that rack. Josh was one of the few players, he breaks back a little bit, but boy, that's a good break there. What's going to happen with the 5? Well, he's going to shoot the 2-5. Perfect one in the side. Here comes the 2 ball. Well, with the 5 hanging right there, I don't think he can miss it. He'll shoot the 2 into the 5. Jimmy, the difference I've seen so far today is the Europeans make these racks look easy, and the Americans, even when they get out, they're struggling.
There's a lot of talent.
He's going through this rack like Swiss cheese.
He sure doesn't waste a lot of time. He just gets on with his business.
He got a little straight there. He's going to have to. No problem for Josh Filler. You'd like to get off the rail. You don't want that cue ball right on the rail like that. That makes this shot just a little bit more difficult. Just roll this ball in.
Yes!
Back in the lead.
Never in doubt. Like you said, Jay, he did that in whip-it-like fashion.
Jimmy, I want to ask you something. You see the shaft that Josh has on his cue? That's not traditional maple. Is that an ash shaft? Do you know?
No, that's a composite of some kind. And Jerry Forsyth alluded to it in our opening match, as we see Dennis just focusing for the next rack. That's kind of a secret substance that he's not willing to disclose exactly what it is.
It's very unusual to see a player shooting with any shaft that's other than maple. I know in snooker they use ash shafts. Maybe because the ash tree is more common in Europe, and over here in North America, maple is more available.
Yes, ready to go, mate. Thank you, rack 6. USA to break. Leading 2 racks to 3.
Can Dennis come up with a big break again? Look out, cue ball. Ooh.
Well, you got the answer to your question.
This is his best break of the match. This is what every player wants. Look at the balls, all spread out, no 2 balls together. There's our man, Johnny Archer. A great veteran of the Mosconi Cup.
Yeah, a lot of great players in attendance. I saw Jim Rempe in the crowd. The Hall of Fame banquet, I believe, is tonight, and all these greats are in town.
Mike Siegel is here.
Well, there you go.
Well, he got good position here. All he's got to do is just roll the cue ball off the end rail, back up towards the middle of the table. just a flat cut shot. Let the cue ball go back and forth, just like that. That's fine. Dennis is moving at a nice, steady pace here. He's got through the tough part of this rack.
Well, the fellow in that suit wants to make sure he can be seen at night.
Dennis is looking to shoot that 8 next past the 9. I'd like to shoot the 8 and 9 both in the same corner. Look out. Look out. You know, this is not an easy shot. He's got a cue over the point of the side pocket. This is definitely a missable shot now. But better put a good straight roll on this ball. And he did.
Both players firing rockets at each other. Mistakes have been at a premium in this match. Break and runouts the order of the day. Now the baton is passed back to Joshua Filler. 3-3. And now the pressure mounts. And all shots are under the magnifying glass now.
Every indication that this match will go the distance. More to come after the break. Las Vegas is the setting as Europe and the USA battle for Mosconi Cup domination. Dennis Hatch and Joshua Filler are neck and neck in the race for the 3rd point on offer, all level through 6 racks. This is now the 7th, with commentary from Jim Weich and Jay Helfet.
There is not an empty seat in this house, 1,500 strong. No other event in the billiard world like the Mosconi Cup. Day 1. Mosconi Cup is a race to 11. First team to win 11 matches wins the Mosconi.
Thank you, rack 6. You're up to break. 3-3.
Josh Filler. Another good break. Let's see what he does with this 3-ball next. He'll cut the 1 in the corner. Is he going to go under the 3? No, he played to bump it, but he's going to have to bank this 3 or play safe. The European players are so well disciplined on safety play that I think that in a situation like this, he'll play safe. Let's see. No, he shot at it. He shot at it. Left Dennis a great shot.
This is the opening Hatch needed.
You know, Jimmy, I'm surprised he shot that, because you notice he shook his head before he shot it like he was not happy with it. He definitely could have played a safety there. Dennis would like to come straight down the table, draw straight down like that. This one's a little tricky because of where that 6 ball is. I don't know if he wants to try to draw this ball. If he wants to draw this ball to the side rail and back up, let's see. Boy, he's got to hit this ball really hard. Yeah, like that. Did he get there? Did he get there? Wow. That's the biggest stroke we've seen in the Mosconi Cup so far. That was not easy to bring that cue ball back up the table like that. That was a great shot, Dennis. Missed the 7. Keep going, keep going, keep going. This is a stretch. Even as tall as, can Dennis reach this ball? Yeah, no, he needs an extension. This just became a hard shot. He's got to stretch way out there and bring the cue ball two rails around for the 7. He didn't waste any time getting up there. Look out, corner. He's all right, I think. Oh no, oh no.
Costly.
Start the clock, please.
That's what happens when you get out of line on position.
Yeah, costly, Jay, and all the European team know it.
He had a golden opportunity there to take the lead. For the lead and being on the hill.
Extension called. Come on, baby!
Doesn't get quite as excited as a lot of the players. But he's on the cusp of securing yet another point for Team Europe.
A golden opportunity for Team USA, lost that rack.
Well, this was the shot on the 6 and the scratch that followed. Dennis was in position. He knew it before anybody.
Well, Hatch gets to break again. He's been fighting from behind all match.
Okay, yeah, good. Thank you, rack 8. USA to break, trailing 3 racks to 4.
Another good break.
Well, he can let the cue out here too, Jay. Pull the white ball over to that right-hand cushion with a lot of backspin and right-hand spin. And try and pull back to where he's holding the cue now for the 2. He's going to have to cue this awful well to do that.
Very similar to that shot he made in the last rack. Well done. But he's very straight on. Well, he's got a little bit of an angle. Does he have enough of an angle to get all the way up table for the 3? That's the question. He's going to really have to whack this ball hard. He got there. He did it. Powerful stroke.
Yeah, that was a good shot.
Can he finish this rack? The good news is he's got the 6, 7, and 8 all together there. Just get from the 3 to the 5. Yeah, here we go. I like his chances now. Once he gets on the 6, he doesn't have to go up and down the table anymore until the 9 ball. This is good. Yeah, he could shoot all 3 balls in the same corner pocket. Looks like he's playing 1 pocket now. See how hard you got to hit that ball, Jimmy, to get it off the rail? You're right, this table's playing slow.
Well, Jay, this 9 for our first hill match. 4-4. And Josh Miller will break.
The crowd loves it.
Well, Hatch just wants one chance in this deciding rack.
But Josh Filler's going to be the man breaking. You see that score up there. USA is already behind 0-2 today. Make a huge difference for them to win this match. Dennis says, "Pool gods, give me one more game." Josh looks calm, cool, and collected.
He's 20 years old. Jay, what's he got to worry about? He's got the pool world at his feet. He's playing in the biggest event, the biggest stage, and that cue ball was in. And now look at that.
Wow. It's set up perfect.
Yeah,
it's set up perfect.
I was looking for a reaction from Dennis there because everything happened
The
as
cue
well
ball,
as it could.
Yeah, the cue ball looked like it was going to scratch, and then it looked like he was going to have no shot to 1. Watch this break. There goes the cue ball. Oops, saved. And he got bumped by the 4 ball, so he had perfect shape on the 1. Well, now it's all about just handling the pressure here, because everything's out in the open for Josh Filler to win this match.
Yeah, the Johan factor. I thought it was going to be huge. It still might be.
He didn't really want to bump that 9 ball, but yeah, I think he's going to have to play shape over to that left side to get on the 5 ball. Couldn't have hit it any better than that, could he?
And he's got a little emotion in him, too.
That was the big shot right there. That 4 ball to the 5 was huge. He looks good now.
Extension called.
How about that for composure, Jay? in the heat of the moment, with everything at his mercy, calls a timeout, sits down, and has a drink of water.
Pretty mature, I'd say. He's good. He's perfect. Perfect shot for a 3-0 lead for Team Europe. He's going to show some emotion here. You watch.
Dream debut for the young German Joshua Filler. He takes the 3rd point on offer and increases the Europeans' early lead. The Europeans have won through the team match, the doubles, and now the opening singles. Can America stop them on day one? Oscar Dominguez and Shane Van Boening next up for Team USA in the 24th Mosconi Cup.